YouTube, what's up guys? Coming at y'all with another knife video, another neck knife video. This is the video that I was telling you about in the last neck knife video that I had. The knife that I had to get back from my uncle. Got it back from him and got a sheath made for it. He wanted to play with it, so you know how that goes. But told him I had to make a sheath for it, so I got it back, got the sheath made for it, and here you go. It's got a micatra handle. I guess it's micatra. Got the sheath made for it. Not too bad. I'm getting there. Simple little sheath design. Good retention. Nice click. Got a little acid edge on the acid etch on the blade I did. This is the first blade I've ever done acid etch on. It's a pretty interesting process. It's not too hard. All you really need is some PCB computer board etching acid you can get from Radio Shack, and a little fingernail polish. I actually didn't have fingernail polish. For some reason I couldn't find any, so I used whiteout, which come out alright. Next time I'm going to use fingernail polish though, because the whiteout kind of started coming off about, I don't know, 20 minutes into it. Some of it flaked off a little bit, so it didn't come out quite as clean as I wanted it to. But it's still overall not too bad. This handle material is some stuff that my cousin got. From his job. It's a form of micatra, I'm guessing. He said they come in these little square blanks. He gets them. He said that's what they screw to the bottom of the door whenever they ship it. They screw that to the bottom of the door, and they set the door on a pallet, and they screw the pallet to the door. So when they ship it, it doesn't shake around, slide around, and move. And that's what this is. And this stuff's hard. This stuff's harder than some of that micatra I had, which is kind of crazy because that stuff's some hard, durable stuff. 36 grit belt, pretty much I skipped across this stuff. So that's kind of why it's got more of a simpler design on the handle. I don't have a lot of the contouring and stuff that I do a little bit on some of the handles I do. But it's a functional design. It's got double choil, so no matter how you hold it, it's a pretty good little knife, comfortable feeling. So I heat treated it in a homemade forge. We heated it up till it was demagnetized. And then I heated my transmission fluid up with a hot poker till it was, I don't know what the temperature was, but it was, it was pretty hot. Got this demagnetized, quenched it, and man, this thing is pretty hard. A file won't even cut this. I think it's maybe 60 Rockwell 59 maybe. But simple little design. Got a couple other things that I've been messing around with. My cousin, I made two neck knives, and one for me, one for my uncle, and then my cousin's like, man, I want a neck knife. So, he came up with his own little design, and he got him a file. You got to draw it out. He cut it out a little bit, but sometimes it's easier for me to do it. That way I know what I'm doing, and I can go ahead and cut it out and shape it, and I don't have to worry about overcuts and none of that stuff. But it's a pretty good little design, I think it'll work out pretty good. It's pretty much symmetrical, it's almost the same on both sides. This side's a little bigger, so we'll probably go with that as the blade. Handle a little smaller. Gonna go with G10 on these instead of the micatra this time. I'm gonna try some G10. Never done anything with it, so I'm gonna try it out and see how that goes. But I got this one, and he designed this one too. Similar design. I think I'm gonna put a little swedge on this one. Nice flat ground with a little swedge on top. Same thing. G10 handles. Pretty neat little design. It'd be a cool little thing. Kydex sheets I'm gonna make for both of these when they're done. And I got another little toothpick like my other one I made. I like these little skinny neck knives. Functional. Like, you know, you don't need a real big beefy blade for a neck knife. You know, just something to, you know, make a little cut with. You can make these things pretty easy. We nailed it and let it cool down the next day. Man, I really didn't do, you know, the file. The rat tail file was actually right here, so I cut that off. This is the end of the file, so I just did a little shaping, contour for this, put the finger trolls in it, you know, ground it down and drilled some holes in it, and that probably only took me 20 minutes, 25 minutes with the holes drilled and all that, so that wasn't too bad. This is the last neck knife I made you a video of. I made it on my iPhone, so it was kind of small. Couldn't really get a good look at it, so here's a little bit better look just for the heck of it. I love this thing, dude. It's awesome. Got a little bit of play in it, not too much. Got me some paracord for the neck strap. But hopefully in the next few days I'll be getting my blade back from Peter's Heat Treat. That's where I sent it off, and I spoke with the guy Tuesday, and he said that he probably was going to be shipping it out today, so it's possible I'll get it by Friday, and as soon as I get that back, I know what I'm going to be doing there. I'm going to be playing with that thing. You know, I got another one that I designed. It's kind of similar. It's almost the same design. Handle's a little different. Got some 01 tools still for that. I already got it drawn out. You got to get some bandsaw blades from a bandsaw before I cut this out. But this is 3/16. The other stock I had was 5/16, and oh man, that thing's gonna be a monster chopper. I think before I sent it off, I weighed it, and it weighs like 34 ounces with no scales on it. So it might weigh a little bit less than that when I get it back. So I'm gonna do a little bit more grinding on it, just to do my final grind and then put the edge on it. So it might lose a little bit, but not too much. It'll actually gain some back with the scales. But you know, that's pretty much all I got for this video. Just want to thank everybody, and you know, thank for the subscribers that I got recently, and the views that everybody's gave me, and the comments, and you know, stuff like that, and you know, the compliments. I appreciate it very much, and I just want to, you know, say thank you. You know, I'm trying to subscribe to some of the newer knife makers that I've stumbled across, you know, watching other people's videos and comments from other subscribers of mine, or people that I'm subscribed to, and you know, try to work together with everybody. You know, I want to grow and be as big as some of these other knife makers that are on YouTube. You know, some of the Gavcos and the L Marshalls and the GI Customs, and you know those guys. You know, I'm sure I left a lot of them out, but I can't name them all right now off the top of my head. But I just want to say thanks, guys, and you know, hopefully we can all grow together, and then